keep doing this at the start. I'm sorry. It's been so long. And actually, I should just go on to the. Hold on. Good evening, everybody. It's so embarrassing because every time I open things up here, it's after some sort of weird hiatus. First of all, I apologize. Things get pretty busy IRL, and it's all kind of beyond my control. I've been meaning to stream for a while, and I've kind of been debating what I should be playing when I get back. So for the past couple of weeks, I have been sort of kind of free, just a little tired, but it's the indecisiveness. It's the indecisiveness that made it kind of hard to start streaming again. So for tonight, um, I'll probably decide what I'm going to play um, later on. For now, I guess I'm just decompressing and drawing. Um, I don't usually draw on here. Actually, I haven't drawn on stream here at all, but that's something I do sometimes. Um, Arayasan knows that pretty well. Plugging my art when I don't post my art here, but yeah, we'll draw a little bit, and then I'll decide on what game I feel like playing. Like let's just swap over on here. Oh no, it's not. Okay, there. I've got. What's this? I've got Krita open here. I'm actually not very used to the software, but um, we'll work with things. We'll work with what we have. Um, there's a bit that I want to talk about before we get started with this. Let me just get some music going, and then we shall chat a little bit. I'll keep everyone a little more updated on the goings on. My life isn't the most eventful, but I just want to explain my absence and kind of have something going on. So, I tried to find some copyright free music, a playlist in the background. Hopefully that works out. Um as for the drawing, okay, before we skip to that, the most obvious change here right now is I've set a it's I don't know. Okay, that's a lot of it's first and foremost, but I've I've had this account for a while and I haven't streamed as often as I would like to. That that in itself is a fact. So I've always been a bit shy to ask for donations. But I decided might as well. Oh, that's too dramatic. Let me just lower the volume of that a little. So I have decided that. Goodness, is this all just like a really epic music? Here, classical one. Basically, I have a donation goal because I haven't been able to save up for Relink. We've had a lot of household expenses lately, and I've had to devote like most of my funds to that. Um, I will try to stream more frequently, and in case anyone's interested in contributing to the funds, it's over there. I have to be a little bit shameless, okay? Just to get my feet off the ground. But yeah, that's that. And well, for drawing tonight, I guess I might as well try drawing Seofon. Semi recently, they released a new skin for him, and it only comes with the latest CD release, so I haven't been able to get my hands on it. Let's see if I can copy paste it over here. One moment. Oh. Oh, that's tiny. Okay. There we go, handsome boy. I'm just going to end up giggling over Seofon for most of this stream while I try to draw him. Um, there we go, smooth out. And then I'll decide on something that I can play, unless I get sleepy early, which is something that tends to happen. And that's a bit too... You know what? Goodness. Let's just look for good old classic lo-fi beats. That should do fine. Okay. As always, my voice is a little bit scratchy, so bear with me for that. Let's see. This brush is a bit good. So yeah, in case it isn't obvious enough, Sofa's my favorite character from Grand Blue Fantasy, and I'm really excited for the DLC with him in Relink, even though I don't have Relink yet. Let's see. I'm drawing a blank on how exactly I'm gonna draw him because I'm not used to this. I have a pose idea, but I don't trust myself too much with foreshortening. Something like him holding the mic out. Like, yeah, I really don't trust myself with foreshortening, I'm sorry. I can search references. Okay. You know what? Scratch that. Okay. Wait, this isn't even a separate layer. Goodness. See, this is how frazzled I am. I've been busy lately because of my day job. And well, it's not something that earns much, but it's something that earns. And the fact that I get to, you know, contribute to the family funds that should be enough for now. We'll work our way up. Let's see. Actually, there's a very specific pose I have in mind. And it's from a game that's long been defunct. But I miss it dearly. Hold on. Let me just try to find that picture. Because there's this one mobile game I used to play. It was a rhythm game called Addtl. And actually, I was surprised because apparently they're going to localize it. And of all the games to be translated into English, Addtl was like the last thing I expected. So I'm happy. It's been years since I've played the game. Probably 4 years or so. Goodness. Oh, I can't find it. No, I have to believe in myself. We're just gonna stare at Seofon for... Oh, there we go, I found it. Okay. So... I guess as a foreshortening reference... Here we go. There. See ya. I want to do the whole holding out the microphone kind of pose. We'll lower the opacity of that, and we'll get started sketching. So yeah, Most of my time lately has been invested in my day job. And it's kind of a service industry job. So I guess it's socially draining just as much as it's physically draining. It's it's not as bad as if I worked for a company. So it's not like a fast food thing or anything. It's our family business. So I have a little more freedom, a lot more freedom at the cost of having to help out with a lot more than what's on my job description. But I think that's something that suits me decently enough. Ah, okay. I don't know how to use that, so. There's like a whole lot of brushes here, and the way they're displayed kind of reminds me of another software, but I can't remember which one it was. So instead of facing that way, I kind of want him to face like forward a little. And then we'll do something of a slightly top-down view. Like, let's say this is him, okay? Reaching out, and then it's not making sense. We're just going to wing it, okay? Right now, this is just a time filler while I talk about things and while I decide what I want to play. Ah, wrong brush. What I am considering though is when Friday rolls in, I'll I'll jump right back into Kingdom Hearts. I think the way that I play that game is like the epitome of my on and off schedule. So hopefully when I jump back into that, I'll still remember what point I was at. It can't have been that far off. At least I hope it wasn't that far off. Okay, so the main thing we're referencing here in the Seiya picture is the way that his arm is posed. So something like that. Though I think with this pose it feels a little more like a waiter. You know, bringing over your order. I don't even know how a microphone looks like at that view. I mean, you know, I have a microphone that I'm using right now, but the kind of microphone that you use for things like stage performances or karaoke. Actually, for stage performances, don't they use those little lapel mic looking things? He's holding one here though. It would be nice to exaggerate the foreshortening a little bit more. I think the ideal way to go by that is to do it with the line weight. But foreshortening really isn't my forte, so yeah, no, I don't like how this is turning out. Oh, okay. Yeah, this is why I don't stream art. Let's see. Let's try something else. Something like an idle photo card. Mm. Is there a pixel brush here? I think I'm a lot more comfortable with that. What's this? No, that's a eraser. Sorry, I'm just really struggling to figure this thing out. Is this... Is that a screen tone? That's cool. There we go. just a simple portrait, I guess. Since he's facing that way, let's do the other direction. The eraser is so far away from this, though, and I don't want to go back and forth. Okay, we'll go back to this brush. The games that I was actually considering for tonight. Well, first and foremost, there's Minecraft, but I'm sure that's gonna end up getting stale if I keep resorting to that. It is my default game for decompressing, though. Like, I don't know enough games out there that mostly let me shut off my brain. You know that feeling after a long day of work. Some people just want to let out the stress, but others just want to vibe or something like that. In my case, my whole mindset is, oh, I've been thinking a lot today. So if I can do something that doesn't involve too much thinking, like, wouldn't that be fun? No, this isn't working out either. I'm a little jealous of the people who can come up with pose ideas, like, on the spot. Because that's definitely a struggle for me. Let's see. Plot twist, the entire stream is just me staring at this picture of Seofon. Don't. Oh no, it doesn't show. Here, don't get distracted. I kind of like the thought of like an over-the-shoulder kind of angle. I'm not good at that, but it's like over there, and then that's like the top of his shoulders. I really am too tired to think tonight. Anyway, you know what? Let's set that. Oh no, let's set that aside for a while. Talk about plans. Just don't mind Seofon over there. He's just hanging out. Um, I've got I the Somnium Files. I've played it already a few years ago, but I kind of want to jump right back into it so that one of these days I can get to the sequel, which I haven't played yet. Another thing I was considering was jumping into Final Fantasy VIII or Final Fantasy X, but I was thinking I'd prefer to get Kingdom Hearts out of the way first before I get into another Square Enix game. That one potion making game is fun. I think I can put that in for Monday. And I've also considered Fable. So it's just a matter of what order I'm gonna start doing things. For now, I think it's decent enough to go with Zeus next week. Yeah, I'll go back to Kingdom Hearts on Friday. On Monday, I'll jump into either Zeus or the potion making game, and then I'll do whichever one I don't do on Monday on Wednesday and back to Kingdom Hearts. That sounds fair enough. For now, I guess it's just my pride getting to me. I really want to try to draw him properly. Why isn't it working though? Oh, there we go. Or maybe it's the brush. I'm not comfortable with the brush. Again, this is my first time using Krita. I do like the variety though. Oh, that's a nice texture. We'll stick with this other one. It feels more pencil-like to me. Maybe he should do the finger heart. He seems like the kind of guy who would do the finger heart. Or he'd do the heart with both hands. This skin is doing things to me. Ever since they had the 3D model of it last year, I think. Like my heart's been beating out of control. When in doubt, front-facing view. So what else is there that I can share? I still want to push for the whole snack of the night thing, but right now I don't have any snacks with me. I don't want my throat acting up the way it usually does. So for now, like, I worry since I've been sleeping earlier lately. My stomach might not be used to getting like a snack at this hour. I would have brewed some tea, but actually going on stream was kind of an impromptu thing right now too. Like, I wish I could get into some sort of habit of like always having a nice cup of tea in the evening. And I want to, I really, really want to. But when your schedule like isn't often built around routines, I'm not entirely sure how else to put it, but when it's that way, it's kind of hard to readjust every time. While I can't deny I have a tendency to beat myself up over it. You know, it's one of those things that can't be helped. The circumstances that you're in, it's nice to try and find your way to navigate like around it. But when you're face to face with all of these things you have to do, all of these things you have to adjust to, you just have to try to come to terms with the limits of what you can do. Like, there's no point in saying that your best isn't good enough when you're adjusting to things, I think. It's your best. Why push yourself any harder than that? It's just gonna hurt you more. Anyway, that's me getting... I think I got a little too deep back there. Okay, back to Seofon. No more deep things. No more sad things. I don't mind talking about deep things, but as it stands right now, I'm just talking to myself. Oh, hi! Trail Mixie. How do you know what your best is? That's kind of... I guess that's kind of hard to ascertain, isn't it? I guess... For me, I can kind of tell if I'm pushing myself to the limit. It's something that tends to happen a little more than I'd like. But I've also come to realize from all the times that I've pushed myself to the limit that way, that that's actually reaching a little bit too far past what I should. You know, there are matters involving doing your best, and it's not like it's not a perfect circle. There's like a Venn diagram of the effort that you can put and the effort that you should put, because you can do your best, but it's doing things at a point that's unhealthy, at least in my opinion. Okay. I cannot speak for everyone, but from my personal experience, you can push yourself to work hard, but you can also push yourself a little too hard. It's like a burnout thing, I guess. Just do what you can do, and just don't be too hard on yourself. It's something that's really hard to put into words, especially since even now I struggle with that sort of thing. Like, I am not the best person to give advice for things. I'm just I'm just a bunch of moving anime parts on the internet speaking about my own personal experiences. But I hope you're having a good evening right now, Trail Mixie. Let's see, back to this. It's either I get distracted by what I'm talking about, or I get distracted by Seofon right in front of me. So let's focus on him right now. Since we more or less have things plotted out for the rest of the week. His hair does a thing like this. And then it goes like that. I'm gonna say it myself, okay? I've had a lot of art of him done, and I've tried drawing him a lot of times, and he is a big pain in the butt to draw. Like, there are stronger words that I can use, but I'd much rather not use those words. He's a pain in the butt to draw, and yet I love him all the same. Like, there's hair like a Final Fantasy character, and then there's hair like a Grand Blue Fantasy character. Like, at least with FF, they're kind of trying to make things look somewhat more realistic now. Why am I drawing his hair when he has a hat? It's fine. It's fine. We'll draw him without the hat. We'll draw him with... We are following our heart tonight. That's what we're gonna do, everybody. Grand Blue Fantasy art style has this thing with noses where I guess it's kind of different now, but in the past, for their older art, like, it's a lot more subtle. They don't necessarily draw a nose, but they suggest that it's there. So you just get the outline like that. And then there's like a highlight over here in this part. Let's make that smaller. When drawing Seofon, you must not forget the sideburns. I think they're very charming on him. And then the way that they draw ears. Hold on a second. I'm really digging into the the reference images right now. Mainly for the hair. It's something like that. We'll fix it later. This is a sketch that I might abandon, but I swear I usually draw a bit more smoother than this. Chalk it up to stage fright, I guess. Like, I'm not content with the shape of his face right now. But we just have to trust the process. We have to trust the process, but I must I must reiterate again, this is why I don't stream art. I just really want to draw Seofon right now, so everyone's just gonna have to bear with me for tonight. This is my streaming channel, and I get to do what I like. And what I like is so fun. It makes me happy. One of my friends, Nona, he always sends me things that he finds so fun on it. And I appreciate it a lot. Goodness, I need some water. I kind of want his face to look a little more angular. But I still haven't figured out like how things work on this software. And then how will I draw his eyes? Lately, the evening allergies have been coming back again. Maybe it's a weather thing? I don't know if heat can trigger allergies, but it's been quite hot here lately. Yeah, I'm not happy with how I drew his chin. Maybe we should lower his nose a little. The smug grin is important. Well, it's not always a grin, but he looks smug most of the time. Maybe this eye is better for keeping open. Then they do that thing with the eye like that. Let's see. And his eyebrows arch up like that. No, that's a little too high. But the arch of his eyebrows really add to his smug look, I think. I don't know how to put it, but I've always thought his eyebrows make me think of like Ace Attorney character eyebrows in a way. Like, I'm not sure how else I'm gonna put it. I'll change the angle of it a little bit. Something like that. And then the other eye will be blinking. Oh, that's too high. I think I want to redo his ears a little. They look a little big. They're like, Arayasan, hello! Oh my goodness, okay. I think my voice cracked a little. One moment, let me just drink water. Oh, how the tables have turned. Usually I'm the one catching your art streams. And I don't do art streams on here, but you're catching mine. Nice to see you tonight. Goodness, my voice is really I was avoiding sweets tonight so it wouldn't do this, but here it is, cracking again. The VOD's going to sound weird for sure. Oh well. But hello. Welcome. As you can see, I'm just drawing my best boy over here. Nah, that doesn't look right either. I'm a little out of it tonight, but it's fine. My best boy will carry me through. Yeah, that looks a little bit better. Just a little bit better. Not the best, but it's not like I'm trying to make it anything too fancy. He's looking fine. He's a handsome boy. A little silly, but nothing wrong with being a little silly. Let's see. I need a better reference for the Addtl outfit, so let me check the wiki again. When in doubt, I find the chibis also serve as like a really good reference. Since the poses are a lot less dynamic, it's easier to make sense of how things look. The only issue is that it's shrunk down a lot, but at least you get the basic shapes down. Where's the navigator on here? Let's move this up a So I guess it's a double-breasted coat, but it goes on this side, the overlap. Kind of like a chef coat, actually. I don't need to put the whole thing, but... I think it'd be nice if I could do a pose where he's like holding his hat like that. But I'm not sure how to represent the hat shape. We're not making anything fancy, we'll just go with the flow, wing it. Like, completely wing it. And I think it'd look better if he's glancing towards the side a little. Seems a little cheekier. Ah, what did I do? Okay, no, I just slid it over there. Wait, no, it would have looked better if it's on the other side. Because then I could have put in this detail over here. Oh well. Stop! Okay. So his hand's over there, holding his hat like that. The hat's got that emblem thing on it. Let's see. Since his hair is not to be covered up by his hat, we can put his hair antennas. Which to this day I still need help figuring out sometimes. But that's fine, that's fair. Let's test this. I'm not satisfied with this eye. What I'm struggling to interpret right now is this shoulder area. Since Grand Blue's doing that thing that it likes to do where it's like an armpit pose. Even though you can't see his armpit. It's an armpit pose. And it's over there at the back. So I guess it's safe to assume it'll be something like this side. But we don't really need all the details. We can put like confetti and stuff there. I think I want to make his eyes smaller. Just a little bit smaller. Oh, and he has gloves on. And then we'll cover this part with another hand. How you do that? Don't mind me, just trying to look for reference. There we go. That's it. That's the vision. Can't quite get it to look right. I'm now gonna use the stream to help me fall asleep. Thank you. That's flattering to me. I can only hope that my streams are as chill and relaxing as people might say they are. I'm still a bit insecure about it. I'm sorry. But yeah. Let's finish this up since, well, the sketch part of this, I want to do like line art and flat colors. And I want to try and imitate the style with all of like the little strokes. try this unit. I'm already like half asleep from a tiring day. Just needed that finally cozy touch of calm and peace. Honestly, that's how I usually am at this time of the day too. It's it's currently 11 p.m. here. On any other day, I'd be in bed by now. But I really wanted to get back to streaming, so back to the at least the attempts of Monday, Wednesday, Friday evening streams. Let's see. No, this pen's a bit too stiff. No. What's this? Ooh. Let's try this one. Yeah, I think I kind of like this one. It's not quite the effect I'm going for, but it's a start. Let's try this one. Oh, that's nice for like the other details. You know what? We have the time. It works, but it's not quite there yet. I think one of the pencil brushes is my best bet here. Succeed in one. Thank you for the follow. I think this should be a good brush for this. I just have to build it up. But since some of the lines are light in the official art, this should be a fair way of replicating that kind of feel I want. Yeah, I like this brush a lot. I actually haven't been playing GBF as much now. I think it's still the Guild Wars. but as of around last year, I guess I can officially call myself a slacker. I played through the anniversary event though, that was nice. And I'm not just saying that because Seofon was in it, but that made me happy too. Except for a part where he got hurt, but we won't dwell on that. Last year's anime event was still my favorite though. Make this a little lighter. I wonder if there's a way to mark brushes as favorites. One moment. Oh, okay. Yeah, there's my favorites. Beep. There we go. I wonder. Wait. Give me another moment, guys. Is there an art category? Alright. There we go. It looks a little more soft than smug here. It's cute though. I can't bring myself to change it. Hmm. This reminds me, a short while back, I had the chance to hang out with Hyoko. Um, she's a very close friend of mine, and I think it was around last October during Halloween when she joined me for a Fatal Frame stream that didn't really go anywhere. Well, yeah, I got to meet up with her IRL somewhat recently. And she gifted me a little keychain of Seofon. I was so happy about it. So it's just kind of hanging here near my PC right now. kind of a nice feeling to me. Having a character that I like so much that, just thinking about him cheers me up. Like, it's genuinely fascinating how characters who were just initially concepts in people's heads can affect you in a really strong way for the better. That's why I like things like stories so much. In a way, it's really just stuff that's all in your head, but at the same time, it starts out as just a few words, a design, could really mean a lot to someone. There should be something over his shoulder that connects to this, but I'm not entirely sure where it's supposed to go. So we'll leave that out for now. I'm just gonna assume there are these things because it looks like the texture. This part here, it's just a small bump, but it seems to suggest it. That should be good. And then we'll add the other lines to the coloring stage. I can hide the sketch for now. I kind of like how this turned out. I really don't know what the controls are for this. No, not this bit. Well,